Yeah, when I was in New York, I did Chrissy Chaos's podcast, which you do with him. And when I walked in, I was like, oh, is this the podcast studio? And you had the best line of the whole fucking thing. You were like, podcasts are doing so well in Austin that they think Chris Distefano's house is a podcast studio. I was like, I really
this
did.
Is for content. Nice. Or living.
Yeah.
I
mean, my life.
Doing the pod with Chris Distefano must be crazy because the interactions just when I was in there with Jazz.
Yeah.
I was like, is this real? This is Everybody Loves Raymond.
It's fully, I mean, everything is authentic. Everything is real. That's the best part of actually filming in the house is like you get the chaos of all of it. Is kids are coming home from school, they're screaming, they're sometimes jumping onto camera. It makes the producer's life a living hell. You just gotta block their face out and everything every time. But it's awesome because it does lend to that like, oh, people feel like they really know him. They feel like they really know the show. It's like this a group of characters that comes in and stuff.
Just hanging out.
Jasmine is not a comic and she has like comedic follower. Like people love her on the show.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so it's awesome. And yeah, I've known Chris since I started comedy, so this is fully on brand.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we were doing a pod, Jamie, and all of a sudden we heard like a door close in the back, and he was like, oh, I think that's Jazz coming from the gym. And she came walking in. He was like, how mad are you at me right now? And then they started talking about like how mad she was, and she wasn't joking around. She was like, no. She's like, I'm actually really mad. She's like, I'm so mad that it's not even bothering me right now.
Was he also like, this is Rob?
No.
But there's like not even any recognition that there's somebody else there.
No, they were just,
Never.
and then
That's awesome.
they had their disagreement or whatever.
Yeah.
She went upstairs, and 20 minutes later, we're still potting. She comes down after a shower and starts cleaning up.
Yeah.
Like around you?
Yeah. Like something you would do at the house when we're like all watching football. And she was just started cleaning. She was like crumpling up bags and stuff. I was like, are we potting still?
It's awesome. I mean, I love that as the vibe because,
It's so good.
You get professional studios are unbelievable, but that is a very rare look into somebody's life where he's also controlling it. It's only for an hour at a time. It's not a full reality show.
Right.
But it's a nice little insight for sure.
That's really fun.
You feel like it's like Everybody Loves Raymond in real life. Like you feel like you're at like Universal Studios getting a tour of.
Dude. And the best part about Chris is he continues to give her reasons to be mad. So every single week is like a new fully episode, like written, beat it out episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
He gets to like the edge of her not being upset anymore, and then he goes
right back
he
in.
just keeps pushing. So
Well, that's what keeps them together.
Exactly.
What I got for you, I had an idea, see if you like it. When Jazz does come in and they have those interactions, you can get a soundboard like we have here, and you could do little things like this.
I like this.
Oh, like
so
sitcom
you have
sound.
like the sitcom outro
Nice.
of when they get into a fight. You hear her walking up the stairs, and then. You go back to the pod, you know?
Yeah, hers might be a little more salsa themed, but
yeah. It's that, but with a little maraca at the end. Yeah. How about here's one more I got.
Back from commercial break, that sounds
see, that's when
good.
Chris does that. He goes, like that. You just play that.
What am I going to do, folks?
And then you just need like,
stop.
You need one audience like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, like everything. Oh.
That's what we should have had here. We gotta do.
You need to start consulting with me a little bit about
It's fun.
the
I get that sometimes in comedy clubs. Like people behave as if it's like Danny Tanner giving young Stephanie a little speech. Oh, and I'm like, no, I'm saying this to be outlandish and funny, but sure, empathize.
Your crowd was great for the special.
Yeah.
There was one moment where you were like, my kid's a good kid, and they gave you like a standing ovation. Like they clapped so loud. I was like, wow, they're really feeling you. You know?
I mean, I think that was also like giving him credit for being a good kid in the face of such mental illness. So they're like, well, that's good. He seems resilient.
That was shock.
Yeah.